The head of the FinTech licensing department at the central bank says risk management technologies are helping to close the financial inclusion gap, and Tier 4 microfinance institutions are now able to reach thousands of the unbanked.
The electronic payments actually have been behind. We should have had a lot of progress before. We had a challenge of enacting the law, but once the law came in 2020, we've seen a lot of progress. We've licensed over 30 institutions. We've seen many people accessing finances through mobile money, and the efficiency, the speed at which money moves is good also for the economy, because this is the lifeblood of the economy. And one thing as Bank of Uganda we want is to make sure that we lower the use of cash, because cash has risks. One, it is expensive to print. Two, it is risky to those who are carrying it, because you could lose your life in addition to losing the money.
A report by New Grid Credit Reference Bureau shows only 1% among borrowers in savings and cooperative groups actually pay on time compared to those who don't use digital channels.
That's one of the challenges that a SACCO faces that can even lead to closure is having so many borrowers that are not paying back their loans. That leads to businesses that are not sustainable. So as a bureau, this is the solution that we are bringing today, credit referencing for the last mile borrowers.
The default rate is quite high actually, going above 10%, and yet the market standard is supposed to be below 5%. And part of the reason is because of having had COVID. We are operating in a space of post-COVID.
This is why more than a dozen SACCOs are meeting here to try out a new database that, according to officials, can be used to determine the trends and creditworthiness of financial services consumers at microfinance level.
Any lender will be able to see that their portion of the money that they have lent out, their portfolio at risk, is say at about 5%. What that means is that 5% of 5 shillings out of 100 shillings that you lent out is likely not to be recovered. That is what it means. And this technology helps you to actually preemptively follow up.
The Bank of Uganda has also informed us that there are plans to expand access for the Agriculture Credit Facility and the Small Business Recovery Fund to Tier 4 institutions, now only restricted to supervised institutions that by law end at Tier 3.